the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They're going to look to throw. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. All of these wet conditions, the point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. They had a chance there to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores. But he doesn't hit that one quite right, and it winds up an empty possession.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they have 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Lawrence will throw. And that one into the hands of Beckham downfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A run between the tackles with Breida. And some room to maneuver. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Breida, they'll go up the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make a...
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They go play action here on 1st down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Lawrence. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. It really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play. They put points on the board for their team.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tariq Woolen picks it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give to Breida. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll run the option to start the drive. They find some open field here. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Here we go.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. And it's caught. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 41. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken from about the 12. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run again with Breida. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Jaguars. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jamal Adams. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Breida. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Escape is and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Walker to start the drive. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. It got his man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On the counter, it's Walker. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Walker. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Lawrence. Looking sideline, incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. Touchdown, Seahawks. D. Eskridge, 31 yards. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. That is caught at the 7. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Lockett the man in motion. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. Keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Walker hit and the ball is out. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field. And we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 47 yards. And the Seahawks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He's going to let it fly. He's got him in, complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.